Hi, I'm Kevin, and I am your article writer for my destination Prague. And what better place to introduce myself than on the remarkably beautiful Charles Bridge on a Saturday morning in the middle of June. Behind me you will see the wonderful and beautiful contours of Prague Castle soaring into the distance, about a quarter mile of beautiful palaces and crowned by the glory of St. Vitus Cathedral. Yeah, without a doubt, the most important parts of Prague to visit are certainly, if you can begin at Prague Castle and take in all of the extraordinary palaces there where the kings and in later times the presidents of the country have lived. It is dominated by the absolutely magnificent St. Vitus Cathedral, which can trace its history all the way back to 979 AD. That's more than 1,000 years ago. Following that, you could perhaps walk through the beautiful gardens of Prague Castle and make your way down to the Belvedere, one of the most wonderfully maintained Renaissance buildings in the city, and find yourself in the beautiful little town. From the little town, which is full of Baroque palaces and beautiful burgher houses, you could make your way across the extraordinarily wonderful Charles Bridge, built all of 700 years ago. Along its route are many Baroque statues, which are also 300 and 400 years old, including the beautiful statue of Saint John of Nepomuk. They say that if you should place your hand on the beautiful bronze plaque upon this statue, that you are guaranteed to come back to Prague and undoubtedly fall in love. From the eastern side of Charles Bridge, you are already in the old town of Prague, replete with hundreds of years of history also. And of course the crowning glory of Old Town is the Old Town Square, dominated by 2 or 3 extraordinary buildings. Certainly the Old Town Hall is one of them, with the magnificent astronomical clock. So you will say, how to get around in Prague? Well, of course, Prague does have one of the most wonderful integrated public transport systems in the world, be it by bus or by metro or by tram. But maybe you would like to do your own thing. And from this point of view, you could perhaps think about renting a Segway, one of these ultra-modern standing-up devices which propels you across the cobblestones and hills and parks of Prague. You can take out that for an hour, or perhaps you would like a longer period, 2 hours. It all depends on you. And of course you will have a guide with you to show you everything that there is to be seen. If you would like to have more independence, how about trying the bike rental? You could go for the classical bike, where you pedal your way around Prague for half a day or a full day, or maybe only 2 hours is enough for you. Or if you're feeling a little bit tired and need some conservation of energy, what about the electric bike? It's very, very simple to use also, and without expending too much energy, you can go to all of the parts of Prague with your camera, perhaps with your backpack with you, bring a lunch along as well, and if you have friends with you, all the better. And what about dining options in Prague? Well, the city certainly has a tremendous number of restaurants nowadays. Everything from Michelin star rated places to pubs and cafes on corners of streets where they still serve up fantastic meals right throughout the day. And no matter where you are in the city, maybe you could think about trying something for the first time in your life, some classical Czech cuisine. Czech cuisine has traditionally been built around meat dishes as well as dumplings, which they call knedlíky here, and even wash it down with some of the great locally produced beer like Pilsen or Budweiser. Other people then may perhaps like to go for some ethnic cuisine, and should it be Japanese that you would like, or Italian cuisine, South Asian cuisine, Vietnamese, Mexican, it's all to be found in Prague. So certainly when it comes to eating, you're spoilt for choice in this city.